Hi guys, and welcome back to another F1 video. Last time out we were at Monaco. Didn't really go to plan, but we finished fourth, so we'll take it. We got fastest lap, but it was a very boring race. Not much happening whatsoever. And yeah, it sort of, I sort of was wishing that I'd have took it out the calendar, to be honest, because as much as Monaco's historic and it's good to watch, you know, because a lot of stuff can happen, playing it is pretty boring on this F1 game. So I'm glad that's over. Moving to Azerbaijan now. Big fan of Azerbaijan. I think it's a much more exciting street circuit. Loads of chances to overtake. Loads of fast straights. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna head into the first practice. And yeah, we're going to go to track, see what we can do in this practice, and then, yeah, hopefully we can do well. So we want to go for race strategy, figure out what we're doing. And yeah, I'm quite excited to give this a go. As I said, I do enjoy Azerbaijan because it's a... There's actually places for overtaking. It's fast. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. But heading into practice, this is a very decent start for the first few corners. Spoke a bit too soon there because that was a bit of a... nearly into the wall, but just about readjusted. That's a poor corner, which means that's then a poor corner. Yeah, that's something we might have to work on. I remember previously struggling with getting my braking point correct on that corner. Also some poor corners there. Over the curb and into the wall. That's not what we wanted to do at all. A few touches on the wall there as well. Did just smash up our front wing. Gonna have to go back into the pits, sort out our front wing, give it another go. So it's a tight little section, double corner. I need to get my braking point on. Going around the castle, there's a, you know, I need to get those corners a bit better, and then flying over that curb, a couple of corners before the main straight. Definitely need to not fly over that curb. But we'll give it another go. Other than that, everything was okay. There was obviously that other corner where I hit into the wall, but that was because of hitting into this wall. My car wouldn't react as well with the broken, well, the damaged wing. We catch up to our teammate before we go on this lap, or is he going to pit? Now we might have to overtake him. Went round him, not very cleanly. We didn't hit him, but it was just a bit forced, but it's okay. Clear air out ahead of us now. Riding the curbs a bit too much. This was the corner I couldn't get right last time, and I haven't really got it right this time. But as long as we don't mess up our wing, we got 2 more laps to sort that out. Nearly lost it there. That was better navigation through that section. That was better as well. Maybe broke a bit too hard, but just don't want to go over curbs to like cut corners, because it just ends up messing up where you are. Is this going to be 3 seconds quicker? Yes, 3 seconds up on the delta. Very nice. 3.2. Nearly 3.3. And we haven't got our teammate that we need to overtake, so that corner should be a lot better. We are top at the moment on a set of mediums. Much better navigation, but the second corner really ruined me because I went over the curb. A bit deep there again, but decent recovery. .3 seconds up before the main straight. .6 seconds up. Is a target of a 150? No, that's not ours, is it? It's our target, but that's not our lap. Where's our lap time? That's better. That was better until we started spinning, but that was a corner cut. But we're 3 seconds up so far. It's going to be difficult in the race not to clip off that very narrow corner, not to clip a wing. This is something we're going to be have to be wary of as our car obviously gets, our tyres wear. 4.5 seconds up before the last corner. 5.5. Can we make it 6? Yes, we can. 1.4 quicker than our quickest. There was somewhere where our back end flicked out. I think it was there. Cut that corner. This is the corner we've got to be wary of in the race. That is nice navigation again. Just holding on there. This lap going to be even better. Just about, yeah. That is brilliant. That was very, very useful for us.
They told you about new parts that have come in from the factory. Well, they're all fitted and good to go.
Accelerate all this time and then do some quick practice to earn some resource points and then into qualifying. That's been a very, very, very good start. Yeah. I am happy with how that practice has went. We obviously had the little issue of clipping the wall on our first lap, and that led to some other incidents, but other than that, I'd say we were pretty consistent. 3 seconds ahead, well, 2.3 seconds ahead on mediums. Good going. I know it's only practice as well, but very happy with how it's going. So, practice 2, quick practice. Just quickly get some points in. And get some points in here. Okay, we don't have time for that. That's frustrating. So, next practice. Get some more points. Still telling me to do that. 5 minutes 10. Nice, 50% success. Why is it not giving me options for resource points? 9 minutes. Take up a lot of time. It's still not coming up. Oh. Oh, we've got everything. What am I doing? Everything's fine. 9 minutes 10. Which means We only have time for this. We might as well give it a go, but 25%, I doubt it. It worked. Very nice session finished. On to practice. We've got a lot of resource points there. 600. So yeah, we can make good use of that. And into qualifying. This is something I am looking forward to because we were very, very good then, and it makes me think that we could go on mediums in P2, in Q2, start the race on mediums, try and keep ahead, and then, you know, if something does go wrong, switch to the softs, which is better for us anyway. So flying lap, Q1. Let's just not make an early mistake. I shouldn't say that while I'm flying at 185 miles per hour around some wide bends. That's normally where mistakes happen. I've just touched the wall. That was a bit of a lack of concentration. Sainz with a 145.5. Took a bit of curb there, but we got away with it. Probably could have got on the throttle a bit earlier there, but didn't. Do have fastest sector 1. We are gaining on Leclerc as well. Perez with a 144.3. And Leclerc is getting in our way, to be honest. Sticking his slipstream as much as we can. This DRS might actually... Oh no, because he'll get it as well. However... That was a very nice lap. Puts us P1, 141. I think that's a few seconds ahead of Perez in second.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to the lap we just set. However, it does seem to be going a bit better, and that's where I've just derailed it. My exit out of that last turn was not great. Invalidated lap time for corner cutting, never mind. That was very nice navigation, however, but yeah, obviously into the pits now because this lap has been invalidated. But I think we have, obviously because we weren't chasing Leclerc there, we have got some very good... We have improved Sector 2. I think Sector 3 we've probably improved as well. Just about made that. Okay, so into the garage we go. That's going to be enough for Q1. Switch over to mediums in Q2. See if we can get near our time. But as long as we get through, then Q3, you know, we're good for. But we just got to make sure we make it through Q2 on those mediums. So, what's our time? 1:41.9. 2.3 seconds ahead a second. Sector 3, I haven't got it, and that's probably because it's just a straight. Well, it's not just a straight, but it's pretty much just a straight, which obviously we're not going to be the best on. But Sector 1 and 2, 1.3 ahead on Sector 1. Sector 2, 1.2 ahead. So we're very much good on the first two sectors. Now we're going to accelerate time. And in sector, not in sector, in Q2 we will go for those mediums. There you go. So that's Q1 done.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look.
Very, very good there.
Perez and Max Verstappen. Well, that wraps up
It's short qualifying.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, there's no... I completely forgot. There's no Q1, 2 and 3. It's just one lot of qualifying. So, talking about starting on the mediums... I'm not sure actually, because I've never attempted it, so maybe you can go to mediums. I know if you do three qualifying rounds, you have to use whatever you use in Q2. If you get through to Q3, has to be your starting tyre, something like that. But there's only one qualifying round, so what does that mean? Does it mean I have to start on softs? Yes. Okay. Softs for 4, mediums for 9. Sure. Drop the fuel load, however. So, into the Azerbaijan Grand Prix we go. Can we get a good start? That looks like a decent start, to be honest. If I just caused a collision between Perez and Verstappen. I've just got a... I'm only flashbacking to see what happened. Oh, there was a little touch there. We will obviously continue from here. Just wanted to check on what I had caused, and it was a little collision, not much. I don't want to make any silly mistakes, so remember we got to brake a bit earlier than when it turns red on that corner because the braking point is a bit off. Navigate around there. Nice and early braking through this section. That wasn't a great corner, but got a nice lead there on Verstappen. I'm sure he'll make a lot of it back in the main straight, as he's made a lot of it back here, but yeah, the main straight is definitely going to be where we struggle. That wasn't great at all from me. Might have to stick my overtake on at some point to defend. But if we can make it to the end of this straight without having to turn it on, then that's brilliant. And he is very far back. Yeah, I'd imagine we'll be alright here. Yeah, I think he has gained about nearly half a second there, but first lap over. Now it's just about consistency. about not pushing the car to the limit, because when I push the car to the limit it either spins or I go into a wall. That was extremely slow, however. I'm not happy with that corner. However, I am happy with that. That's nice navigation. 2-second lead now. That was nearly a spin. That was much better through that section as well. 2.5-second lead pulled out on Verstappen now. You just gotta make sure you don't clip that curb, because if you do, it's game over. Shifted 1 gear too many down then, but 3-second lead on going into the main straight, and I nearly messed that up then. We lost a lot of speed though. And Verstappen is cutting that lead down by a second. That was poor then. But I'm glad I did release, because I would have went flying into the wall otherwise. So DRS enabled. So all we really needed to do is make sure that by the time DRS was turned on, we were far ahead of, you know, everyone else. And we are. So they're not going to get that DRS down the main straight, because if they did, we would be in a very difficult situation. And now it's all about not making a mistake, not risking too much. That's not a big mistake, but I would have preferred to take that series of corners a bit better. Shift down 5. Nearly came to a standstill there. Nearly clipped a wall there. That's going to have to be something we're careful about. Three and a half on Verstappen. Well, they're 0.8 slower than our fastest. That was a very poor sector 2. However, if we can sort out what we did wrong here, which we have, turn on the overtake button to try and get a bit more pace, we've got a chance of a new fastest lap. And we do get a new fastest lap. That's good to hear, pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. I'm a bit worried about pitting this lap. I'm thinking of changing strategy and pitting after, because I think a lot of people will be pitting next lap. And I don't want to pit this lap, come out behind people and then mess up my whole race by going into someone. Because that's an issue with me, forcing something that's just not going to work and ruining my race, meaning I have to take an extra pit stop, dropping down the order then. So it's something I've got to be very wary of. That was a scary moment. Downshift 6. Build it back up. Down another 4. And we got a decision to make. That was scary. Do we pit? Do we stay out another lap? I think we pit. Ah, okay. Verstappen pits behind us as well. Perez and Norris carry on. As does Bottas, but Hamilton and Ricciardo also pit.
Go, go, go.
Are we going to come out ahead
These tyres
of Sainz? Yes, we are. So we actually... I'm not having that. It's just dropped me out of the pits into a wall. We're doing that again. I'm not having that ruin my race.
complete.
That's ridiculous.
Through to the end now.
Oh, there we go. That is something I need to be wary of, but yeah, that's a dodgy place to drop me out of the pits. However, we've actually timed that beautifully because the car ahead is 7 seconds, so we're not going to get caught in any traffic because of how much time we pulled out at the start. So we can just go about our race as normal, and then whenever, as long as nothing goes wrong, when everyone else pits, we will, you know, be out in front. So I'm glad I pitted when I did, basically, because I said 7 seconds, they're now 5 seconds. Ooh, that was close call. A very close call. I've caught, well, I say I've caught up to them. I've sort of caught up to them. I can see them. That was like a perfect couple of corners there. This sector 3 might be my best yet. Might be. I'm expecting cars to pit here. Yes. Everyone pitted. It wasn't my best sector 3. Teammate in the pits. Alonso's second, 6 seconds behind us. So Verstappen is really second because he's pitted. And that's an 8-second advantage. Well, nearly 9-second advantage. So all we need to do is bring it home. And out of all the Grand Prix we have done so far, this has looked the most convincing. It's our fastest sector 1 as well. By nearly 3/10, so... It's a section we're just going to have to be a bit careful on because it is quite tight. Oh, well, I went over the dreaded curb there, but it's okay. That wasn't a great corner either. We ran quite a bit wide. Sector 2 was still up on our personal best lap, but it wasn't a personal best sector 2. Let's put our ERS on, and is that fastest lap? It's looking pretty good. There's the line. 1.3 seconds quicker.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
I thought my first couple of corners were poor as well, but I was up on sector 1, so maybe there's more time I can gain in sector 1. I've got a feeling there is. That was a nice corner. That wasn't. I broke too early. Just meant I had to do like a staggered break. That's okay. 0.2 pretty much down, but that was ever so close to the wall. turning better there, which we have. How's Sector 2 looking? Sector 2 is our fastest yet. And to be honest, I was right. I think it was in qualifying when I said our Sector 3 time wasn't the fastest, but it was because it was straight. And I just had to release my foot off my finger off the throttle then, because I was getting a bit too close to that wall. So I don't know if we are going to hit a fastest lap. I don't think we've got it. We have got it. 6/10. And again, the first sector wasn't great there, but the second sector helps us out. I'd say there were better first 2 corners there. This is looking like a better first sector from me. And it is 0.4 seconds up.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Wasn't as much pace into there as I normally get, but how have we got on? We're still up. Did lose a bit there, but if we can get these couple of corners right, which we have, this is fastest lap now. And I'm not sure we're going to improve on it, because this has been a very impressive lap. 143? 0.7, yeah. 3/10 up. That was a poor first corner, so we're not going for fastest lap here at all. 17 seconds ahead of Verstappen. If we had more races like this, then, you know, we'd up the difficulty. If we didn't have so many incidents in races as well, then we'd up the difficulty. But I feel like I'm getting a bit more confident now. This has been a good race. I don't want to say anything to ruin it, but I am going to try and take it as easy as possible now. So they probably will get closer to us, but with an advantage like that, I can afford to lose 3 seconds a lap and I'll still be ahead, so there's no mistakes. That was awfully close to the wall. You'll see every time something like that, my eyes widen and I get a bit scared, but getting very close to the wall again. Let's not try too much.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. They're on fresh medium.
3 laps, okay, that's alright.
Last lap was a
Teammate in 18th. 149.0. I've put in a 143.7. Well, nearly 8. I do feel like I keep like zoning out, and I'm just gonna make this race a bit more interesting by making a mistake. I've just got a really bad feeling. But yeah, I think that is going to be the fastest lap. I don't think we've got a chance of improving on that. I don't want to push it either. Our fuel light has came on, is yellow. Still 3 laps of fuel remaining, although it has said that for a while, so I'm worried that we might not make it to the end like this. Still pulling out a few seconds per lap.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
2 laps of fuel remaining now, and we've got 2.5 laps left. Gonna have to try and preserve some fuel here. Oh, I scared myself then. My finger slipped a bit on the, well, my thumb slipped on the analog stick, and I nearly went into the wall. Was a bit too close for comfort, but we didn't, so it's alright.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. They're in 15th. The time last lap was 2.
Our rival's in 15th. I can't remember who it is. I've got a feeling it's Ocon, but I don't know why. When you ask rival, they should say like, oh, Esteban is in 15th, rather than they're in 15th. I think it's Ocon. We are down on fuel. Tyres are looking a little bit worn. Our ICE is looking a little bit worn, and our gearbox. So next race, maybe it's time for some new parts. This is about 2 seconds down on my fastest, I think.
This is your final lap.
They're pretty much bang on. Round it to the nearest 100, and it is 2 seconds. So right, final lap. Don't do anything silly. Bring it home nicely. However, I do want to try and get 30 seconds ahead of... Nah, I don't think I'm pulling out of 3.5 on Verstappen in second. Not after a couple of corners like that anyway. Car is struggling to turn a bit now. Yeah, we've looks like we're gonna be just under 27 seconds, probably. Is that our fuel? Yeah, our fuel started to go then by the looks of it. We're very, very low, so maybe don't drop the fuel load so much next time. But what a performance. It's clearly ahead the whole time. We didn't have any battles on track after the first corner of the first lap. And we won comfortably. That is a very good race. I'm very happy with that. It's our second win of the season since Bahrain. 3 seconds ahead of the second fastest lap, which was Bottas. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. That was a very good performance. Made it look easy. Very, very happy with that performance. Where does it put us in the Drivers' Championship now? That's very interesting. It is Ocon that's our rival. Did have a feeling. Where does that put us? It's the interesting question. Has to be that. Drivers' standings, third now, 1 point behind Perez. So that was a very, very good weekend for us. Constructors' Championship is out of the question. We're so far off Red Bull and Mercedes because, well, our teammate has no points. So we can't do it all by ourselves. But it's been a very, very good race for us. We have helped ourselves out a lot. Verstappen is the only person to have more wins than us. He's got 3 wins and a second place. And we've got 2 wins and a second place. We've always finished in the points. 3 podiums. I mean, looking at Sergio Perez, he's got 4 second places, 1 first and a 14th. So he is very, very consistent. Other than that 14th, and Verstappen, when he finishes, he's been 4th or higher with 4 podiums and 1 race he didn't finish. So a lot of consistency at the top. It's going to take some doing to be up there by the end of the season. But I'm very happy with his performance. We've managed to get a very, very good win. And yeah, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more F1 content.